We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Sophie Alish. She's one of the young guns, born in 2001 and fights out of Berlin, Germany. Sinisa.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Berlin, Germany.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. She scores with that counter. Crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Oh, what a punch! When are we going to see a jab from these two? She got clipped. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that one. And there's the bell to start round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blank counter.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. She catches and counters. Punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, this fight is not going. Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That left uppercut doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice job disrupting that combination. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different... Back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Eilish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. That hook was off target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. There's the bell to start round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That punch landed. Good counter shot by her. Beautiful counter shot. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Do you believe what we are seeing? You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Sophie in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell to start round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Sophie Eilish is down goes Eilish. She really knocked the wind out of her with that punch, and she can't stay on her feet any longer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow.
You heard that right.